Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat mga kabayan at balikbayan. Ngayon, ating alamin ano ba ang mga latest changes sa e-arrival card at kayo din sa proseso nito. Alam ko, narinig nyo na po ang recent change about this, but syempre, tingnan na rin po natin yung system. Meron ba nagbago sa last video tutorial natin? Yan pong ating alamin sa ating videong ito muli. Ako po si Jamey Iris at welcome to our Talk TV community. At syempre, welcome po sa ating lahat ng mga subscribers. And if this is your first time to join us, I simply want to say welcome and thank you for joining us. At syempre, iniimbitahan ko na rin po kayo na i-click nyo na po yung subscribe button at mag-subscribe po kayo sa aking channel nang sa gayon ay palagi tayong magkakasama. At please, click the notification bell nang sa gayon alam ninyo kung kailan ako merong bagong video at may update tayo. So for the e-arrival card, alam po ninyo na ito na ang pumalit or nag-replace sa One Health Pass. At syempre marami rin nagtatanong, Miss Jamey, meron pa bang One Health Pass? Wala nang One Health Pass per se, pero itong e-arrival card ang siyang nag-replace dito. So it's not totally gone. Meron pa rin tayong online registration form. It is not exactly the same pero katulad ng iba, sinasabi nila, Miss Jamey, parang hawig din naman ng One Health Pass. Yes, in some ways, of course, some of the fields or mga question, similar din dito, pero marami na rin ang bawas. Kasi nga po sa dami ng mga nag-raise ng concern mula sa ating mga travelers from OFWs, Balikbayan at foreign nationals. So at this point, ito yung tugon na ibinigay nila sa atin. Medyo shorten nila yung mga questions. Pero let's see. Kasi marami din po sa inyo, di ba? Ang sabi ninyo, sana Miss Jamey, tanggalan na nila ito. Well, sa ngayon, meron pa rin. Pero let's see po. In the coming months, kasi continuously po nag-loosen na ang ating mga travel restrictions. Who knows, dinggin ang ating kahilingan. But for the meantime, alamin muna. Ano bang changes sa ating e-arrival card? Sasagutin po natin muli ngayon sino bang kinakailangan na magkumpleto ng e-arrival card? Kailan? Naku, yan yung pinaka mahalagang question kasi nagbago dyan. Kailan at saan? Naku, may karagdagan pang katanungan. At syempre, yung katanungang paano? At may dokumento ba na kailangan kami upload, Miss Jamey? Ayan. Sige po, sagutin na natin. Unang-una, when we talk about the e-arrival card, lahat po ng travelers, whether seaport or airport ang inyong entry and you're from an international flight of all ages, kasama po dyan ang mga bata from minors hanggang po mga senior citizen. And ang tanong ay kailan? Nako, yan po ang meron tayong update. Pero bago natin sagutin yan, tanungin po muna natin, ano po ba? Ito ay application or website? So katulad pa rin ng dati, ito ay website and we will still be accessing the same website na ina-access natin for One Health Pass. Although, the name of this website is, the name of this replacement for the One Health Pass is called arrival card. Ayan. The website is onehealthpass.com.ph. Ayan po. So, please ensure that this is the website that you will be accessing. Ipipin ko na rin po ito sa comment box natin at ilalagay ko rin po sa description box. So, you may access this po from the description box po. So, you may access it. Nang sa gayon ay maiwasan po natin ang mga scam or fraudulent website. Libre po ito, walang bayad, mga kabayan. Puntahan na po natin ang One Health Pass website kung saan nandoon po ang e-arrival card. Nang sa gayon ay masagot din po natin ang iba pa ninyong mga katanungan. Ito na po ang e-arrival card website, ang dating onehealthpass.com.ph. You can simply type po dun sa search engine ng https://www.onehealthpass.com.ph. So, maaari niyo po itong i-access through a mobile phone. Maaari din naman po through a laptop like what I'm using right now. Pero madalas po sa inyo ay mobile phone ang gamit. Okay lang po yun mga kabayan. Ano bang e-arrival card? Ito po yung official replacement ng One Health Pass na tinatawag po nating electronic arrival card. Now, para po maiwasan ang inconvenience, ang nakalagay pa rin po dito, when do you need to fill this out? Maari na pong kumpletuhin ito within 3 days or 72 hours before the flight. Pero dahil po sa latest na ipinahayag po ng ating press secretary regarding e-arrival card completion or filling it out, ang bukas po ang e-arrival card registration within 72 hours before your flight, pero it doesn't necessarily mean na mandatory pa rin ito na kumpletuhin bago po lumipad sa Pilipinas. Unlike po last video na binigay ko po sa inyo, ang pinaka-protocol pa natin nun is you have to have a complete e-arrival card at meron kang e-arrival QR code bago ka dumating sa airport kasi this is actually what will help. Kasi kapag wala ka nito, hindi ka nila ipapaboard. Kasi ang e-arrival card is needed when it comes to your boarding. That is as of last week. As of yesterday, October 26 po, 2022, sinabi ng ating press secretary. Ito po mga kabayan, according to the Office of the Press Secretary, at mula po sa Malacanang Palace, filling out of e-arrival card is no longer mandatory prior to boarding Philippine-bound flights. So let me just simply summarize mga kabayan at balikbayan dahil marami rin nagtanong sa inyo, Miss Jamey, meron ba o wala? Kailangan ba o hindi ng e-arrival card? Kailangan pa rin po. Mandatorily required ang e-arrival card before you can enter the Philippines. So, ang binago lang po nila is, instead na having the e-arrival card na mandatory prior boarding, they give you now 2 options. They give all the travelers 2 options when and where you can complete the e-arrival card. Yung una po, you can complete it prior boarding. So, ibig sabihin, bukas na siya, yung window time, within 72 hours before po tayo mag-flight. So, if you want to complete it prior boarding, you may do so. Kung sakasakali hindi mo ito na kumpleto, then may option ka pa as per what was announced by the press secretary na pagdating sa Pilipinas, sa airport po. Bago kayo makalabas ng airport, so upon arrival, kinakailangan kumpletuhin mo ito at magdadagdag sila ng lane para lang po doon sa mga hindi nakakumpleto ng e-arrival card. So again, is this still mandatory in the Philippines? Yes, before you enter the country. However, there's no mandatory need prior boarding. Optional na po kung gusto ninyo na kumpletuhin ito prior boarding at kung di naman kaya ay pagdating ng Pilipinas. Ngayon, katulad po ng nabanggit ko rin sa ating ibang video na ako po, ang suggestion ko is if you can complete it po prior boarding, that will be easier for you kasi alam nyo naman po, pag nakarating tayo sa airport, wala rin pong kasiguraduhan talaga yung lakas ng internet. At syempre sa volume ng tao na mag-access ng internet, yun din po yung isang concern natin. But again, the choice will be yours. Mine is just a suggestion so that at least less na po yung iniisip niyo, may peace of mind na kayo habang nagta-travel. At the same time, alam niyo, pagdating ng Philippines, lalo na pagdating ng November 1 onwards, scan and go na lang po using what we call the e-arrival card. Of the new travel advisories that were released here in the Philippines. Kasi ang katanungan doon, updated na ba ang mga airlines? So mga kabayan, ang atin pa rin pong maipapayo sa inyo or masasuggest sa inyo is please still check with your airlines kung ito ay implemented na. Remember, this was just mentioned is check with your airlines. Kasi po, sometimes hindi, alimbawa na is check with your airlines. Kasi po, sometimes hindi, alimbawa na i-announce here in the Philippines, but it may not have been successfully communicated yet to the airline. Sometimes it takes some time. So sa mga lilipad ngayon, like October, like end of October, early November, please check with the airlines if they are already kumaga aware about this, they're implementing this, check their website, check your email. Yan, napaka-importante. Actually, for me po, ang masasuggest ko is just complete it prior boarding, lalo na kung ngayon kayong aalis, October at early November, kasi it takes time bago yan ma-communicate sometimes to some of the airlines. Pero para gusto nyo sigurado din mga kabayan, do check it. Okay, do check it so that it can definitely be kumbaga helpful sa inyo at walang maging problem sa airport. Pangatlo, yung sinasabi rin po dito sa e-arrival card is this is free of charge. Hindi po at wala po dapat na collection ng online payment at mag-ingat po sa fake, fraudulent at scam websites na humihingi ng personal details ninyo plus nag-aas ng pera mula sa inyo. Last but not the least, itong pang-apat po, if you want to know the entry protocols sa Pilipinas, you can just simply click here. Again, we will not open it kasi meron na po akong separate video na nag-discuss about this kasi it's a bit lengthy po. Focus muna tayo on how to complete the One Health Pass. So far, nasagot na po natin who needs to complete this, all travelers, seaport or airport entry in the Philippines, and then when and where. So again, you have the option either prior boarding or upon arrival in the Philippine airport. Yan. And of course, just scroll down. Makikita nyo po if you want to open your profile later on. Kapag kompleto nyo na po ito, you may. At kung gusto nyo rin po i-print yung quarantine certificate po ninyo from BOQ, you may. And then, just scroll it down and then you can click register. Now, once you click register, then you will be prompted to this page. Ito naman po makikita ninyo kung anong nationality ninyo. So, mas madali na, Filipinos who are OFW, non-OFWs, and Balikbayan who are dual citizens. You can choose this at may Philippine passport ka. At foreign national naman, for any foreign national who is born and bred overseas and was never a Filipino, and if you're a former Filipino at meron ka lang foreign passport, wala nang Philippine passport, then you can click this one. So for this example, let's click Filipino national. We have 4 steps, still the same as the last video that we've had. 4 po ang steps ng e-arrival card. Yaan po yung unang-una, data privacy and understanding, travel details, personal profile, at health declaration. Mabilis lang to mga kabayan. It can take you 5 to 10 minutes, depends sa bilis ng internet at pagbibigay nyo ng information. Sa unang-una, sinasabi lang po dito, number 1, that you affirm na lahat ng information na binigay mo ay true, complete, at accurate. At any information na hindi tama at hindi totoo ay maaari kang ma-held criminally liable for it. For misdeclaration. Number 2, ino-authorize mo ang DOH at BOQ na kolektahin at iproseso ang information na binigay mo dito affecting control of the COVID-19 infection at para sa advance information purposes for arrival. Ayan po. And then once you're all good with this, you can also click this privacy notice here. Ayan. And then please just read whatever it is in here. Then after that, you can proceed back to home. Dito po tayo pupunta. Click nyo po itong I have read and agree to the data, privacy, and affidavit of undertaking above. Click continue. And then we can actually start step number 2. Step number 2, ilalagay nyo lang po yung date of departure. Kailan ba ang inyong lipad? So let us just say na ang lipad natin ay sa October 30. Ayan. And date of arrival, let's have it. Okay? Let us just say November 1. At ang airport or seaport will be NAIA Terminal 1. As a passenger, aircraft passenger, OFW, vaccinated, yes. Country from, so saan ka nang galing? And let's say United States of America. Airline name. Philippine Airlines. Flight number. Seatbelt number does not have any asterisk, so pwede nyo na pong i-leave blank yan kung wala pa kayong seat number by the time that you registered. And then, occupation. Yan. So kung wala dyan, hindi agriculture, clerical, or sales, entertainer, professional, technical, administrative, hindi ka seaman or seafarer, worker, and laborer, click nyo na lang po yung others. Yan. And then, we're done with step number 2. Ang bilis, hindi po ba mga kabayan? Basta hindi magloloko ang system. At mabilis ang internet. Now, we're on to step number 3. Ayan. So, makikita po natin. So, yan mga kabayan, kumpletuhin lang ang last name, first name, middle name, at ang gender. Pagkatapos po niyan, ang date of birth, civil status, nationality, email address, at syempre, telepono. One great thing about this, if you don't have any roaming number for the Philippines, pwede nyo nang gamitin po yung numero ninyo kung saan kayo nagtatrabaho. At syempre, sinama na po nila, pinag-isa na ang street, ayan, subdivision at purok, probinsya, municipality. And that's it mga kabayan. Tapos na po ang personal profile. May nagtatanong, Miss Jamey, hindi ko na nakita yung passport details katulad nung dati. Oo nga mga kabayan, yung last video ko may passport pa. After a few days from creating that video, na-change na yung passport details, so nawala. So do not worry if you don't see it. It is because the system got updated and they don't require the information anymore. Step number 4, ayan na po, matatapos na agad tayo mga kabayan. So, kailan yung first vaccine dose mo? And then after that, name of vaccine. And then tinatanong, may vaccination ka din ba for second dose? If yes, paki-click ang yes. If no, just leave it at no. Name of vaccine. Ayan. Select country kung saan ka nag-layover if you have any. Kung wala naman, then you just leave it blank and lagay mo na lang yung bansa kung saan ka galing. Ang sabi naman dito is countries worked, visited, transited in the last 30 days. And of course, history of exposure to known probable and or confirmed COVID-19 case. They are 14 days before the onset of signs and symptoms, or if asymptomatic, 14 days before swabbing or specimen collection, or any knowledge of being exposed to a person diagnosed with monkeypox. Ayan po. Ang sagot po natin dito ay no. And have you been sick in the past 30 days? Ang answer ay no. And once you're done mga kabayan, yan, type nyo lang po ang CAPTCHA. Yan. And then, after you type that, click submit. At once you click submit, just few seconds mga kabayan. As you can see, makukuha po natin ang QR code. Now, once you get the QR code, please ensure na, ayan na po, yung QR code natin, ganun kabilis po mga kabayan. So, just make sure you take a screenshot of this. Kung cellphone yan, napakadali. Kaya okay lang po. Kung sa cellphone nyo gustong gawin ito, that will be quite great. And then, kung sakasakaling gusto nyo po gawin ito sa laptop, pwede nyo naman i-screenshot then from the laptop or kunan nyo po ito ng picture. Mas malinaw kung directly from the laptop nyo ginawa kasi po at least clearer yung ating view. Ayan. Once you see your QR code, this is valid for boarding and take immediately the screenshot. Now, this one, underneath the QR code, ito po yung tinatawag natin na transaction code. At gayon din po, makikita nyo naman qualified for express lane. From this, sinasabi lang po nila, please be mindful of your health and the people around you at all times. And then, sinabi rin po dito na if you develop any of the mentioned signs and symptoms prior to your flight, consult your doctor. At pangatlo, if you develop any of the mentioned signs and symptoms during the flight, inform your flight crew. Meron po kasi silang lugar doon sa airplane wherein they could isolate you para doon po kayo upo at walang mahawa. And then, you must declare if you develop any kind of mentioned signs and symptoms from the time of registration until your arrival in the Philippine airport to the quarantine medical officer. And that's it everyone, tapos na po tayo sa pagre-register sa e-arrival card. So, wala na pong documents. Kung tinatanong ni Ms. Jamey, how about our documents? Do we have to upload it? Wala na pong uploading para sa e-arrival card. Basta give nyo lang po yung mga information needed. Should the BOQ personnel want to see that, make sure dala po ninyo yan pauwi ng Pilipinas. At muli po mga kabayan, looking forward po na mabalitaan ko kayo ulit na mga bagong protocols natin at updates regarding e-arrival card at iba pa nating mga travel-related concerns. So for the meantime, ito pong update natin for e-arrival card. So with that, ako po muli si Jamey Iris, ang inyong Talk TV show host na nagsasabi, maraming salamat po at if you find this video helpful and informative, please click like and I'm inviting you to subscribe to my channel nang sa gayon ay palagi tayong magkakasama pag may mga bagong news at mga guidelines na lalabas. Saan man po tayong dako ng mundo mga kabayan, tandaan po ninyo, taas noo, tayo po'y mga Filipino. Have a pleasant flight. I'll see you in my next video. May God bless you. Stay safe and stay healthy, everyone.